How long in your life have you been homeless?
Maybe like 10 years, sir.
Any particular reason why?
I'm an adult, Corona hit, and I became homeless.
You're homeless because you wanted to be homeless. Court is going to sentence you to. All right, the court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison. I'm not calling that plea. Okay, thank you.
So we've got two cases today, and both of them are wild. The first one is this cocky homeless guy who's spinning a story that Judge Boyd sees right through in about 3 seconds flat. And the second one, let's just say it gets dark and I had to blur out parts of it because of how graphic the details were. What makes both of these so satisfying to watch is the same exact thing. They walk in expecting one outcome, and then Judge Boyd flips the script and completely stuns them. It's honestly kind of funny watching that moment where you could just tell it's hitting them that this isn't going their way. Both cases show two totally different kinds of entitlement here, but the theme is exactly the same. It's a reality check delivered here. But yeah, do you guys think either of these defendants deserved any kind of break? Or was Judge Boyd spot on? Let's dive in and watch.
Are you Andrew Drago?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. On June 30th, you entered a plea of no contest to the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on counts 1 and 2. There's punishment to be assessed at a cap of 5 years. There's $2,500 fine, affirmative finding of deadly weapon, and the state is silent on your application. And there's a no contact order that's outside the agreement. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Any objections, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
Your Honor.
All right. Are there any witnesses, state?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any witnesses?
Yes, I'll call the defendant.
All right. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All right.
Your Honor.
You can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Matthew Andrew Drogo.
All right. Defense?
Mr. Hidalgo, we're here asking the court for probation, deferred adjudication today. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be asking you some questions. I'd like you to answer them directly and truthfully, okay? At the time of this offense, you were homeless. Is that correct? And make sure you speak out loud.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And looking through the PSI, I suspect that you've been homeless for quite some time. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You have, respectfully, you have an extensive criminal history, particularly with respect to misdemeanors, correct?
Yes, sir.
And it appears that most of those were for theft or criminal trespass.
Yes, sir.
Is that because you were homeless during those times?
Yes, sir.
You do have some felonies, but it looks like you've never been to TDC, correct?
Yes, sir.
You've been to state jail, however, on 3 times.
Yes, sir.
And were those for offenses related to your homelessness as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long in your life, give or take, have you been homeless?
Maybe like 10 years, sir.
Okay. Any particular reason why?
I'll say just I'm an adult, Corona hit me and my family, and I became homeless.
Okay. Now, there's a few things that I want to speak to that the PSI addresses. Okay. Now, in the PSI, you frankly you deny committing the offense, correct?
How long in your life have you been homeless? Maybe like 10 years, sir. You're homeless because you wanted to be homeless. Court is going to sentence you to years in the prison. I'm not following that plea. The court is going to find you guilty in count 1 and count 2. Court is going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison in each count. Each count will run concurrent.
You state that you were acting in self-defense.
Yes, sir.
However, you chose to plead to this and not proceed to jury trial because you did not feel the jury would believe your defense. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And I spoke to you about that again this morning. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And you persist that you do not want a jury trial because of the fact that you don't believe the jury will believe your defense. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Also, the PSI mentions that you are a confirmed gang member, and To that, how do you respond?
No, sir, I'm not confirmed.
Let me start over. They're just saying that you have to be careful what you ask for. And potentially, if the judge gives you deferred adjudication and you violate that deferred adjudication, the court could at that time sentence you up to 20 years in prison versus the 5 years, which is the maximum today. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So you understand that if you are asking for deferred adjudication and you get it, you better do everything that's asked of you. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you going to be able to do what's asked of you, especially considering the fact that you've been essentially homeless for the last 10 years?
Yes, sir.
Would you remain homeless if the court gives you deferred adjudication, or do you have plans?
No, sir, I got a place to stay
Where?
with my mom.
Right? Respectfully, why have you not stayed with her up to now?
Because I was trying to look for a job, but I was homeless, so I just stayed roaming the streets, just try to keep her safe from corona, because I probably thought I had corona too. But I guess I don't have it. Yeah.
So, but going forward, if you're given an opportunity on deferred adjudication, you've decided and your mom has agreed that you'll reside with her.
Yes, sir.
I'm really just not buying this guy's story at all. He's sitting here trying to explain why he's been homeless for 10 years and he blames it on COVID, even though COVID wasn't even around until 5 years ago. I mean, that kind of excuse tells the judge right away that you're not serious about accountability. And it's just the way this dude's acting makes it even worse. I mean, he's leaning back, acting like probation would be some big favor the court owes him. Probation, by the way, isn't free time. It's basically a contract with the court. If you slip up, you don't just go back to square one. You go straight into a prison sentence. So I'm guessing he didn't know that. But yeah, if I'm being honest here, watching this dude, I just don't think he'd make it through probation without messing it up. I mean, he just gives off that vibe. Like the rules don't apply to him. What's crazy is that even if he failed, Judge Boyd probably wouldn't even max him out. She usually gives people chances and chances, so... I mean, I don't know if I agree with it necessarily, but... who knows? I mean, she's kind of a loose cannon when it comes to second chances. But yeah, to me, it just looks like he's digging himself deeper every time he opens his mouth. Do you guys think he's fooling anybody here? Or is Judge Boyd just letting him talk so he proves her point for her?
The PSI, specifically the TAP, does not show that any drug treatment is necessary at this time. Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
You don't have a substance abuse disorder.
No, sir.
Is there anything else you want the court to know?
No, sir.
I'll pass. Stay silent and I'll pass the witness.
State, do you have any questions?
Just briefly, Your Honor, Sir, Mr. Gargle, the 2 times that you were given felony probation, you were given probation, but then you were revoked off your probation. Is that correct? One in 2009 for burglary of the building. Do you recall that?
I can't remember what I think it was. Sir.
And then also evading arrest second, back in 2014. You were revoked in 2014 and revoked in 2009. Do you recall that?
Can't remember. Yes, sir. I think so.
Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
No questions, Karen.
All right, I have a few questions. What gang are they alleging that you belong to?
Oh, they're trying to say I'm a Sureño. Sureño
Why would they say that?
13. Because they said I had a 13 on my stomach. They said I was a Sureño, but I'm not.
What's significant about the number 13 for you that you would tattoo it on your stomach?
It's just I don't got it tattooed. It's just it was just like a number I got when I was younger. It's like a lucky number. It's not a gang thing. Like it's different stuff. It's just a number for like.
So why out of all the numbers would you put that on there?
Because it's for my name, Matthew. It's M2 for middle initial Matthew. Just a lucky number 13. I'm not affiliated, Your Honor.
Yeah, I don't know many people who just put 13 on their bodies because they think it's lucky. Unless they're gambling, and I don't think 13 is a lucky number when you gamble. All right. So why is it you can't hold a job for longer than 6 months?
Because I was trying to apply for SSI checks, Your Honor.
SSI for what?
Mental disability. When I was in school, I was getting SSI checks. I was in behavior improvement special ed classes when I was going on.
There are a lot of people who are in special ed classes. They don't qualify for SSI. So again, we're back to this point because what you told your attorney was COVID hit and all these other things happened. And that is why you were homeless.
Yes, Your Honor.
But I don't know how you can not be homeless if you're only working 6 months at a time. So again, we're back to the question of why is the longest job you've ever had has been for 6 months?
Because I had it for 6 months and then I stopped and just became homeless.
So basically your homelessness was a choice because you stopped working at whatever job you had. You stopped working at 6 months.
I tried to get SSI too, Your Honor.
No, you don't. So what ends up happening is you have a job for 6 months. Did you have a bank account?
Oh, Your Honor.
So you have a job for 6 months, you have no savings, and you decide to quit your job in the hopes of getting SSI.
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't, and you end up homeless.
Yeah, I didn't get it because they had me on hold. They said I signed out the papers and everything, but they said it would take anywhere from like a year. So I was waiting for like a year, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Drago, I'm focusing on why you're homeless because you're making it seem as though you're homeless because things happened to you, not because you did certain things. So it appears to the court, and I want you to correct me if I'm wrong, you're homeless because you wanted to be homeless. You had a job, you have been working it for 6 months, you decide to quit that job, you have no money in your bank account, and so you just become homeless.
Because I thought I had corona, but I didn't have it, Your Honor.
So you didn't have corona,
Yeah.
so then that excuse is out the window.
That's when I got in trouble.
So you were just homeless basically because you wanted to be homeless.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now let's get to the next question. So the complainants in this case, were they eating at a restaurant?
No, Your Honor, they're pulling up to a restaurant.
All right, so they're pulling up to a restaurant and you disturb them, asking them for money to support you, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because you're homeless and you don't want to work. So you want to get money from people who are trying to just go to a restaurant and enjoy their meal in peace, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, how old is your mother?
My mother, she's 50 something. I'm not so sure, Your Honor.
All right, so you don't know how old your mother is. What's her date of birth?
I don't know, Your Honor.
Do you know what month she was born in?
Oh, Your Honor.
Do you know what day it is?
It's 4/27.
So you're saying she was born in April?
So, we've got 2 cases today, and both of them are wild. The first one is this cocky homeless guy who's spinning a story that Judge Boyd sees right through in about 3 seconds flat. And the second one, well, let's just say it gets dark, and I had to blur out parts of it. What makes both of these so satisfying to watch is the same exact thing. They walk in expecting one outcome, and then Judge Boyd flips the script. I'm really just not buying this guy's story at all. He blames his 10 years of homelessness on COVID, even though COVID didn't even exist back then. That kind of excuse tells the judge right away, you're not serious about accountability. This part is almost laughable. He's saying that if he gets probation, he'll live with his mom. But he can't even answer basic questions about her birthday, her age. Judges listen for those details because it shows whether your plan is real or just made up. So yeah, if you think you can play games in Judge Boyd's courtroom, think again. The first guy got called out for his nonsense, and the second one went from bad to worse real quick. If you can't show respect to the court, don't expect mercy from it. Point blank.
I don't know, Your Honor. I don't know when she was born. I don't know. She's like 56, 57.
How old are you?
Me, I'm 37.
Now, this part is almost laughable. He's saying that if he gets probation, he'll go live with his mom, but he can't even answer basic questions about her, like her birthday or even her age. Judges listen for those little details because it shows whether your plan is real or just something you made up to sound good. And in this case, it's just so obvious. I mean, this guy has no actual plan here. His mama's probably not signing him up to house him, especially if he can't even name her birthday. I mean, that just shows that he has never even said happy birthday to her or anything, or he's just like, I don't know, he might be a little shy in court. I do know some people who just completely blank, so let me know if you guys think it's that, but just judging off this dude's demeanor and his lies about homelessness, like, I just don't buy it at all. I mean, I just know he's trying to dodge jail time by saying that. And honestly, this guy just comes across lazy. I mean, he doesn't want to work, he doesn't want to take accountability, and he just wants to keep coasting. So that's the exact attitude that lands you right back in front of a judge for jail time. But yeah, do you think Judge Boyd should have even entertained that excuse? Or should she have just cut him off and call it what it was, a flat out lie?
All right. Is there anything else you wish to say, Mr. Idrago?
No, Your Honor.
All right, the court is going to find you guilty in count 1 and count 2. Court is going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison in each count. Each count will run concurrent. Give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon. All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Idrago, when you get out, you need to make better choices. Get employed. If we want stuff, we have to work for it. I know people think it's okay to come up to people and ask them for money, but sometimes people don't want to be bothered. They're just trying to spend time with their family. You understand?
Yeah.
Good luck. And are you David Newman? Are both parties ready to proceed on this motion to revoke? Are you the same David Matthew Newman who's placed on community supervision in 2021 CR 0689 for the offense of possession of on February 1st, 2022 for a term of 10 years. Is that you?
The defendant, David Matthew Newman, did then and there fail to comply with the instructions of the Bexar County Community Supervision and Corrections Department programs, and that the defendant failed to comply with the instructions of Lone Star Offender Treatment Program, his court-ordered sex offender treatment program, and that the defendant was suspended from treatment for failing to abide by treatment program rules in violation of condition 13B.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? State.
In condition 13H, on or about the 12th day of September 2022 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, David Matthew Newman, did then and there fail to comply with the instructions of the Bexar County Community Supervisions and Corrections Department program, and that the defendant was in possession of materials in violation of condition 13H.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? State.
And lastly, the state is proceeding under condition 16 on or about the 21st day of September 2022 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, David Matthew Newman, failed to comply with Chapter 62 requirements in violation of condition 16.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? Did you understand by pleading true to violations 13B, 13H, and 16, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 10 years in the prison, and up to a $1,500 fine? Did you understand?
I understand.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to 13B, 13H, and 16? Court will find 13B, 13H, and 16 true. Is there an agreement?
There is an agreement, Your Honor.
And what is the agreement?
Revocation and a sentence of 6 years TDC.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Maybe like 10 years, sir. No, sir. Corona hit me and my family, and I became homeless. Yes, sir. I thought I had corona, so I just stayed roaming the streets. I don't know when my mom was born. She's like 56, 57, because I had a job for 6 months, and then I just stopped and became homeless.